So my name's Andrea Lee. I'm a healthy air campaigner for the environmental law organisation Client Earth. My background is in environmental science. I studied at university and then I've gone into the sustainability sector. So I've worked on various projects looking at climate change and also in particular sustainable transport, looking at how that works with environmental issues but also how it affects people's health. So a lot of physical activity promotion but also now focusing on the air pollution impacts.
So let's just suppose that the Chiswick Curve has been built and I'm moving in with a young family. What would you be saying to me about the air conditions?
Well, any busy road is going to have problems with air pollution, and some roads such as the M4 and the A4 are very busy with traffic, and unfortunately those are some of the major sources of air pollution in London. They produce a lot of nitrogen dioxide and particulate matter pollution from the different types of vehicles, so cars, vans, lorries travelling on there, and these are known to cause a number of serious health impacts, in particular cardiovascular problems and also triggering respiratory problems in people. They're also known carcinogenic and are linked to a whole host of other quite serious health impacts. So it is something to be aware of, and there are things that people can do to try and reduce their exposure. Basically, trying to stay away from traffic is probably the easiest way. But unfortunately, that's not really the most sustainable solution for people, and what we really need is proper efforts by our policy and decision makers to reduce the amount of traffic on the road and try and protect people's health from the impacts of air pollution.
So tell me more about the impact of air pollution.
So air pollution does affect all of us in our health in varying degrees, but there are some members of the population that are more susceptible to its impacts. So in particular children, people with existing health conditions and also older people. So children, for instance, because their bodies are developing, they are particularly susceptible to breathing in dirty air. Studies in London have shown that children growing up in East London, just from the air that they breathe, they're growing up with smaller lungs. And this reduced lung capacity is going to be a problem for them into their adulthood because it's not something that they're going to be able to recover really. So it's going to make them more susceptible to other respiratory diseases, and it's going to just affect their general health. People with heart conditions and respiratory conditions, they'll have their symptoms aggravated, so heart attacks can be triggered, asthma attacks can be triggered, and these are quite serious health issues leading to hospitalisation, and unfortunately in some cases it will lead to death.
So what is the evidence when it comes to cancer? Because so many things are accused of causing cancer.
So the World Health Organization a few years ago completed a study that looked at all the available evidence, and it found that exposure to diesel emissions and also air pollution in general is linked to increase in lung cancer and also bladder cancer. So there is evidence to show that it is directly causing these impacts.